Hello,
Right.
Mr. Mahendra. How are you?
I'm good, Ali. How are you?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thanks for giving your time.
Yes.
It's
And
lovely.
greetings to all the viewers of Mr. Mahendra Subramaniam, a gentleman par excellence and a very good friend of mine. My name is Aliasgar and I am on his podcast today, meeting with Mahendra Subramaniam.
Welcome to my podcast, Ali.
My pleasure, sir.
This is my business channel, Business Arena 365. We showcase the business owners and professionals. So today we are fortunate to have you on our podcast. So, Ali, you were working earlier, and there's a transition. And how long you worked and what were you doing actually?
So, Mahendra Subramaniam, thank you so much. I take a lot of inspiration from you and your Facebook posts and the YouTube videos that you make. I was chasing you initially. In that process, I visited 3 countries. I visited Singapore, I visited UAE, and now I'm in India. In India, I visited a couple of cities in the south. So, my entrepreneurship journey just did not start recently. It was some time ago in 2015.
Okay.
However, you need to mix and match your revenue streams even personally. So I had to move to a desk job, an office job. The last company I was working with was EXL Services. I was in their remote US engagement, and from there on, I saw this opportunity this year to start an organization of my own, and I've done that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Very nice. So, how did this happen?
Well, entrepreneurship runs in our veins. I'm from the Bohra community, and our spiritual leader, Sayyidina Ali Qadam Fadal Saifuddin, always mentors us, inspires us to be the best you can be as far as business engagements is concerned. So
Right.
we follow his teachings very diligently, and he's an inspiration. We had raised the name, a couple of names to his disciples, and the name that was secured from there on was Nextify, and we formed a partnership which is right now Nextify LLP. We have representation in India, we have representation in Singapore, and we have representation in UAE, to say the least, in the last 3 months. So it's been a fantastic journey, and I've been traveling very extensively. The last we met was during one of our client engagements. I would like to highlight the name Mr. Vijay Jagdale, who owns Meraki, and we have significant interest in Meraki, and we have significant interest with Mr. Vijay Jagdale, based out of Pune. So
Okay.
that's where we had the pleasure of introducing you to him.
Yeah, that
And
was so nice
yeah.
of you.
Yeah, that
Nice
video
podcast.
actually has approximately around 2,200, 2,500 views already since August, July, August,
August,
just
yeah.
to say.
That was wonderful. So, Nextify is mainly into what? You are into different countries. I see you're operating in multiple countries. So, what is the nature of your business and how do you go about it?
Nextify LLP is a partnership firm which gives or has given rise to 3 logos under it. One of the logos is AI Nextify. We started with AI Nextify, if you see this. I would like to also mention J4E, who supports us very extensively for AI Nextify. The other logo that we added was Teamlyh, and the last logo that I acquired was Grow Caliber. So the story revolves around these 3 logos, so to speak, and we are moving on to acquiring.
What do you
more
mean by
logos.
acquiring the logos?
So we basically reach out to budding entrepreneurs, irrespective of the age group. We see the potential that they have. They already have some sort of passion for driving business through them, but they do not have the ability to fund themselves. So we go about funding them.
Okay.
We mentor them, and then we let them scale up through our platform, which is Nextify LLP.
Okay.
So we started with AI Nextify. AI Nextify is our digital marketing arm in totality. We do extensive content development in AI Nextify. TMLY is another company that we onboarded in August. TMLY provides HR consulting and background verification services. And the last company, which is Grow Caliber, specifically concentrates on social media marketing.
Okay. Which means that you do funding also.
We provide funding through not equity engagements at the moment. We provide funding through acquiring engagements. So if you have to go deep into how VCs work, venture capitalist companies
Okay.
work, we have not reached that level. But I envision Nextify LLP to be a private equity a
Oh.
PE firm which provides opportunities to people from all walks of life
Mm-hmm.
and give them opportunities across these three countries, which is India, UAE, and Singapore. I'm actually traveling to UAE this week, so I'm looking at meeting a lot of entrepreneurs over there to see how we can value add to them.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, how do you go about your promoting yourself in these countries? How do you manage to do it? Because it's not easy to get a breakthrough in these countries.
You are absolutely right. I would like to definitely share that with you on a ride, which will be a follow up on the segment where I wanted to see how I go to places, and that's an inspiration which allows me to move from city to cities and countries to countries and get in touch with the right people with God's grace, obviously.
Of course.
So
Yes.
so I have the Lord's hand on me, and that allows me to penetrate engagements which you and me would normally not think by sitting in Pune in Fathom.
Right. Very true. Very true. Okay. So, what are the verticals that you operate on? What are the kind of businesses that you have acquired or partnered so far? Under
So-
your umbrella, whole umbrella.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm an accidental entrepreneur, all right.
Okay.
We have acquired so many things that I have lost touch, and I cannot count it on my fingertips anymore.
Okay.
So to start with, we did digital marketing for a retail company. We also have a certificate of recommendation from them. You can go to my LinkedIn on Aliasgar Nextify and have a check on it. The other company that we onboarded is a company named My Construction, which is into the real estate business in Pune. They're a very renowned construction company, and we take pride in onboarding people who I know and people who know me, because my business is purely at the moment on a reference basis. I am very much interested in my clients who take very deep interest with how we have formed, what our vision, mission, and values are, and we are able to reciprocate them, and then we are allowed to scale them up on their requirements, which would be digital marketing, HR consulting, and or social media marketing at the moment. Over and above this, some of my clients have reached out to me on funding requirements where they want to scale up in countries like UAE, in countries like Singapore, and we are supporting them through various initiatives from J4E and a couple of other networking platforms called BNI and so on and so forth.
So, how do you have these construction companies?
So we've started with we have onboarded a construction company. We will be doing their website development. We will be doing their social media marketing. We will support them with Google AdWords and other various means of propagating their website, and making sure that they are relevant in the market, in lines with the Geras, the Rowan Builders, the Rodas, and so on and so forth. Right. So my customers choose me because of me and my team, and the name that we are associated with. Yeah.
So you also do digital marketing.
That is correct.
How did that come into picture?
When we are looking at business, digital marketing at the moment has become something which is very much available in every nook and corner. How do you
needed also?
You're right. Digital marketing. You yourself need digital marketing despite being a video content provider. Why would that be? Primarily is because we feel that the reach towards the audience should not be restricted. So you have to see and employ every possible means in terms of a reach out and what kind of audience you're catering it to. For example, the company that we currently onboarded, My Construction, they want to reach out to new buyers, all right, in a specific tier 2 segment, tier 3 segment, from an affordable home standpoint. So they want their website to have an EMI section which allows the customers to go about checking what EMI they'll be requiring to pay, so on and so forth. So my counterpart, Mr. Mustafa Borsardwala, he's a forward-thinking entrepreneur, and he's been in the construction business for the last 20 plus years.
20 plus years. Wow.
Correct.
Amazing.
So though he's not at a very known level like a Loda, but that is why our recommendation went to him, that we would want you to reach not only to properties or engagements in India, but we are also pitching him in Singapore. So what an entrepreneur, or what people like what entrepreneurs like Mustafa Borsardwala would like to benefit from us is our reach in 3 different countries.
Okay, so you find buyers for them in these countries?
We find we find engagements worthwhile for them that they can either invest over there in land. We give them that kind of a platform over there, and the second thing that we give them is the ground level support, which they would not want to evaluate, considering the fact that as a business owner you are comfortable in the city that you are in, and you've not moved on from the state of Maharashtra.
Okay. How is it to acquire land over there?
It is very difficult.
That's what I know.
Especially being not being a citizen is very difficult. But we have avenues over there, proven avenues where our known investors from Abu Dhabi specifically have gone ahead and invested in a place called Aliasgar in Singapore. So Aliasgar was basically the Dharavi of Singapore, and it had various Malay settlements over there from the people from Malaysia. However, at the moment, if you go to Aliasgar and actually wait at the metro station in Aliasgar, it's an absolutely different feeling. I have a photo on LinkedIn at Aliasgar where I engaged with one of the digital marketing counterparts in Singapore. So for me, business is not all about competition. Business is learning from your competition. So that's why I had invited a gentleman named Mr. Azhar Khatib, who's from the same community in Singapore, and he was kind enough to take me through certain aspects and business avenues in Singapore. So from there we went on to make various other things. Mind you, I was in Singapore for only 7 days, but the knowledge I've gained by being over there, but the knowledge that I've gained from being over there has been phenomenal. And I'm a learner by heart and a roadster by nature. So you have to basically really stop me at a junction for you to stop me. That is the reason why. But with God's grace, I have had no stops. It's an absolute fantastic journey till now.
So how frequently do you go to Singapore? Have you been there earlier?
So this was my first visit as an entrepreneur to Singapore, but I did not hesitate to go over there because Singapore passport is the second strongest most powerful passport in the world. What attracts anybody, or what attracts any tourist, or what attracts any businessman over there is the discipline that they drive their country with, and the fundamentals of operating or governance which operates over there is absolutely fantastic. So it's no gray area. It's absolutely black or absolutely white, and predominantly it is white, so it becomes very easy for you to understand whether you can get a PR, whether you can do business or not. Contrary to popular belief, it's a Chinese nation. However, you have second and third generation Indians, especially Tamilians over there, who have to serve the army, all right, and they are serving the country in whatever capacity they can. The AI opportunities in Singapore are very vast. The AI opportunities in UAE are very vast. India has just scratched the surface of AI, and Mr. Ambani's recent engagement with Mr. Jensen of NVIDIA says a lot about many things that we as entrepreneurs can take cues from.
Oh, wonderful! So you said this was your first business visit to Singapore.
Yes.
What kind of homework did you do?
Contrary to popular belief, as an entrepreneur, it is best to be prepared. But I had gone there without any preparation. The only thing that I wanted to do is, I wanted to celebrate my birthday on the 9th. Guess where I celebrated my birthday?
Where?
I celebrated it in Universal Studios.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So the day I landed over there, that day I rested, and from my birthday is on the 9th of September, and from that day on, there was no stopping. I went from one place to another. I went to the Marina Bay Sands area, which is heaven on earth. When you say that we have reached pinnacles of development as humanity, Marina Bay, though it is developed years ago, like literally decades and decades ago, Marina Bay Sands is one hotel and one landscape that you should visit in your lifetime.
Really?
Yes, I highly recommend. And not just Marina Bay Sands. There's so many things that you can see in Singapore just as a tourist. But my purpose over there was to go as an entrepreneur, but I came back as a tourist.
Okay. So, but you got some business contacts.
Yes. We were absolutely delighted when
business contacts were developed.
Yes. We were absolutely delighted to actually roll out a 1,200 Singapore dollar quotation to an engagement that we had for website development in 7 days. So I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging. My strength is my team. My team involves Mr. Y. Hakim, Miss Mini Arora, Miss Tasneem Bukwala, who's the Chief Operating Officer, and she's whole and soul in charge of Singapore. So it's your team. It's you cannot you can call me as the guy on the bike. Yeah, you can call me as the guy on the bike who goes around places, but it is my team. My strength is my team.
Right.
Unfortunately we don't have everybody here, but I've mentioned everybody's name.
Yeah, the team support is very important.
Yes, yes. Nobody is a solopreneur. They are fooling you if they tell you that they are a solopreneur.
Yeah, you need support.
Correct.
Without support, you can't do it.
Correct. So when Bill Gates says that he is a solopreneur, for example, he's never mentioned it, and it's a very big name to take on social media. But he has a whole team across the whole world.
Yeah, yeah.
Similarly, you have the CEO of Apple. He built the company, but who built the company? People with him.
People.
Yeah. So
That's true, that's true.
so my strength is my team.
Okay. How do you see yourself in coming 5 to 10 years?
I'm 41. By 51, I wouldn't say I want to retire. By 51, I want to have at least 3-4 Harley Davidsons with me. Yeah.
With the speed that you're moving.
You have to. You have to. If you see Elon Musk, and you don't have to really follow Elon Musk, but if you see what Elon Musk is doing in 7 days, the amount of hours that you put in those 7 days, we as these startup entrepreneurs, also called startup entrepreneurs, we are not even scratching the surface. Let me give you some cues of the Hyderabad International Startup Festival, which I recently attended, just a month back. In Pune, we are still at a slow pace. Hyderabad is thinking of AI cities.
Oh.
So we have a lot of catching up to do. And I feel, or it's my personal opinion, that if you're not working out as an entrepreneur in one particular city, you should not restrict yourself. You should move on. You should move on to city to city, establish yourself, because जैसी आपकी संगत है, वैसी आपकी बरकत है.
Oh, nice.
That's what I
Nicely
feel.
put across. Very good saying.
Thank you so much.
So I was asking you, like, how do you see yourself in another 10 years? 5 to 10 years, I think you're at a great speed, a great rush.
Well, I want to answer that question by showing you certain places in Pune, just in the next segment.
We'll see that.
Yeah,
We'll see that.
and where your eyes can reach, the peaks of the mountains where the sun will set, is where I would want to reach, where the horizon is. So there is a limitation to where you can see, and you should not be greedy, in my opinion. All right. So that horizon is where I want to reach, where my whole team that has onboarded me with my dream and their dreams and their aspirations, they are able to fulfill that alongside me. That's where I want to reach in the next 5 to 10 years, or probably sooner.
I think you'll do it sooner.
Yes, yes. Let me tell you that, if you put it out, we have a QR code right now through Kotak Bank, and Kotak Bank has been very phenomenal supporting us for our LLP formation and stuff. So I want to put a value around that QR code and put it below our Sayadna as out of respect. So I want to reach that so-called number in a span sooner than I can think. So as an entrepreneur, you don't have any breaks. You have to work 7 days a week. You have to work whatever time is available. You need to work. Correct. And there are times when you feel you want to go to sleep and you say that अभी नहीं होता है. Sorry, I just cannot do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll take a छुट्टी. नहीं. It doesn't happen that way. Once you are your company, you automatically function. And I can only relate that to an Elon Musk, because when he's formed these companies, he functions like the company. So we have put so much energy into my company at the moment, Nextify LLP, for them to come up with these 3 logos. The company is on auto mode. The company is making us work. Believe you me. We are working, but the company is making us work.
It's pushing you.
Yes. So the universe talks to you wherever you put your energy in. We put so much energy in the company, all that company is reciprocating back to us through efforts, through materializing of clients, through invoices, through payments, and so on. God's gift. Entrepreneurship is God's gift. You need to really respect it, and it will respect you back.
Yeah, but so nice. So that was wonderful talking to you, Ali.
The pleasure is mine.
It was really amazing, and I really appreciate the vision that you have
Thank you so
and the
much.
speed that you're working.
Thank you.
It's very inspiring.
The pleasure is mine, Mandan. And most importantly, I take inspiration from gentlemen like you who have this platform, Business 360,
Fine.
365, which allows you to showcase yourselves. And I don't have to be on CNBC Awaaz, or I don't have to be on CNBC X or CNBC Y. They are very reputed channels,
Yeah.
but for people like us who don't have a representation at those levels, Mr. Mahendra Subramaniam is the go-to man for putting you on the face of the earth.
Thank you so much, Sir. Lovely. Anything else I can do for you? Let me
No,
know.
the pleasure is mine. I would like to invite you for a ride with me.
Sure, it's a pleasure.
Where we
Let's
see
go.
the sunsets and we'll go about it. So
Done.
catch us on the segment 2 for a ride with Mr. Mahendra Subramaniam and Aliasgar Lokhandwala. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you. Sir, God bless.
Okay.
Do like, subscribe, and watch.